Courage. What a great topic. And you started off with such a relevant example of a storm, because we all know what storms are about, living in Central Florida. So it was great. It sucked us right in, and it was a great way to open. And a tornado, and a picture of a tornado, and it's right there. That's pretty frightening. So suddenly you had everybody keyed in. So very good way to start. You told us a story. People love stories, so tell stories in your speeches, because people love stories. People love to hear stories instead of just random facts. You took us into the story, so we were actually sensing what you were sensing, feeling what you were feeling, which was great. Your point behind the speech, the reason for doing the speech number 3, was get to the point. And I really like how at the end of it you had 4 very good points. Hey, here's how you take courage. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I should have even written them down. I thought I was running out of room, but I wanted to write them down. They were great points, very practical advice. Your vocal variety was very serious, and you almost had some stress in your voice to where I was getting a little nervy, like, is there a tornado that I don't know about, right? But it was appropriate because it keyed everybody into what you were saying, and they weren't thinking of something else. You had good pacing when you spoke. You had good pauses, even whether they were intentional or not, so it allowed people to catch up, catch their breath, figure out where they are. Your eye contact was good, especially for a third speech. It was very good for a third speech. I would just encourage you to look people directly in the eyes as you're speaking, which is the hardest thing to do, because it's easy to look at the floor, scan over people. If you can make a habit of looking directly into people's eyes, that makes a big difference. Your use of space was good. You did use the space up here, and you were walking back and forth, maybe a little bit more deliberate next time, but you did use the space up here better than I am right now. Notes you didn't use. You didn't use your notes except, I think, for the quote, as far as I noticed at least. So that was a great job there. A few things to work on. You started your speech with a question. Let the audience answer. Ask for an answer from the audience instead of making it rhetorical. That way they really get engaged. The other thing is you might consider waiting to show the picture after you've gotten into the story. And you say, and I went outside and this is what I saw. All of a sudden it's very shocking. Holy cow, it's right there. Right? And that would really bring people in. Another thing that you may want to try, and this, because it was a great speech, especially for a third speech. At the beginning, maybe you start the whole speech with, I don't want to die, Mom. I don't want to die. That would get people's attention. And then you develop the story and bring them through to when your daughter said that, right? Kind of an advanced thing. And then just one other very minor thing, you mentioned the OR, you're an OR nurse. We just have to be careful with the acronyms. Not everybody knows what OR is, right? Not a big deal, and we all do it because we all have things like that, but just something for all of us to watch is we just assume people know what it is. But very good speech, very good third speech. Congratulations. Thank you for the opportunity to let me evaluate the speech. Mr. General Evaluator.